Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to the very first episode of this podcast. Honestly, this moment feels very special to me. I've imagined starting this podcast for a long time, and today it is finally happening. If you are listening right now, thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. Maybe you are listening while traveling. Maybe you are sitting alone in your room. Maybe you are studying late at night, trying to improve your English little by little. Wherever you are in the world, I want you to know something. You are not alone on this journey. Learning English can sometimes feel difficult, frustrating, and even exhausting. There are days when we feel confident, and there are days when we doubt ourselves. Sometimes we know the words in our mind, but we cannot speak them. Sometimes we understand English while listening, but we become nervous when it's our turn to talk. And sometimes we compare ourselves to others and think, maybe my English will never improve. But today, in this first episode, I want to remind you of something important. Every fluent English speaker was once a beginner. Every confident speaker once made mistakes. And every person who speaks English naturally today started exactly where you are now. So please, don't give up on yourself, because your English journey can truly change your life. And that is exactly what we are going to talk about today. Why English is important in our lives, and how listening to podcasts can help us improve our English naturally and confidently. So take a deep breath, relax, and let's begin together. Why is English so important? English is more than just a language. Today, English is a bridge that connects people from different countries, cultures, and backgrounds. Think about this for a moment. Two strangers from completely different parts of the world can still communicate because of English. A student from India can talk to a teacher from Canada. A businessman from Japan can work with a company in Germany. A traveler from Brazil can ask for help in Turkey. And in many of these situations, the common language is English. That is why English is called an international language. But the importance of English is not only about communication. English creates opportunities. It opens doors. And sometimes, it completely changes a person's future. English and education. Let's talk about education first. Today, most of the world's best universities use English. Thousands of educational books, research papers, online courses, and learning websites are written in English. When you understand English, suddenly the world becomes bigger. You can learn skills online. You can study from international teachers. You can read books from famous authors. You can watch documentaries and educational videos without waiting for translations. Imagine a student who dreams of becoming a doctor, engineer, programmer, or entrepreneur. English gives that student access to unlimited knowledge. Without English, many opportunities remain closed. But with English, information becomes available everywhere. And this is something truly powerful. English and career opportunities. Now let's talk about careers. In today's modern world, companies want people who can communicate internationally. Many businesses work with clients from different countries. Meetings, emails, presentations, and interviews are often conducted in English. Sometimes, two people working in the same company don't even share the same native language, so they use English to communicate. That means English is no longer just an extra skill. In many careers, it has become a necessary skill. People who speak English confidently often have better job opportunities, higher salaries, international career options, more confidence during interviews, greater chances to work remotely or abroad. And let's be honest, many talented people lose opportunities not because they lack intelligence, but because they cannot communicate confidently in English. That's painful, because talent deserves a voice, and English can become that voice. English and travel. Now imagine traveling to another country for the first time. You arrive at the airport. You need to ask for directions. You want to order food. You need help at a hotel. In many situations, English becomes your survival language. Even if you don't speak the local language, English can help you communicate with people around the world. And something beautiful happens when we travel and speak English. We realize that language connects hearts. A simple conversation with a stranger can become a beautiful memory. A small hello can become a friendship. And that is one of the most beautiful powers of language. English in entertainment and daily life. Now let's think about our daily lives. How many songs do we listen to in English? How many movies, Netflix shows, YouTube videos, Instagram reels, or podcasts are in English? English is everywhere. And when you understand English, entertainment becomes more enjoyable. You understand jokes. You understand emotions. You understand stories exactly the way they were created. No subtitles, no waiting for translations. Just pure understanding. And honestly, that feels amazing. The emotional struggle of learning English. But now I want to talk about something deeper. The emotional side of learning English. Because many learners silently struggle with this. Maybe you've experienced this too. You study grammar for months, but still feel nervous speaking. You know vocabulary, but forget words during conversations. Someone laughs at your pronunciation, and suddenly your confidence breaks. Or maybe you compare yourself with fluent speakers online and think, why is my English still weak? If this has happened to you, I understand. And I want to tell you something important. Your mistakes do not define your intelligence. Your accent does not make you less valuable. And your slow progress does not mean failure. Learning a language takes time. Real growth happens slowly, like planting a seed. At first, nothing seems to happen. But underground, the roots are growing. And one day, the growth finally becomes visible. So please be patient with yourself. You are improving more than you realize. How podcasts can improve your English. Now let's move to the second part of today's episode. How can podcasts help us improve English? Honestly, podcasts are one of the most powerful tools for language learning today. And the best part? You can learn naturally, without pressure, without classrooms, without fear. You simply listen and improve little by little. Podcasts improve listening skills. The first and biggest benefit is listening improvement. When you regularly listen to English podcasts, your ears slowly adapt to the language. At first, English may sound too fast. You may feel like native speakers are speaking non-stop. But after listening consistently, something incredible happens. Your brain starts recognizing patterns. You begin understanding words faster. You catch expressions naturally, and sentences become clearer. This process takes time, but it works. Think of it like going to the gym. The first workout feels difficult, but with regular practice, your muscles become stronger. Listening works the same way. Podcasts improve pronunciation. Another huge benefit is pronunciation improvement. When you listen carefully to fluent speakers, you naturally learn word pronunciation, sentence rhythm, stress patterns, natural speaking flow. You begin noticing how native speakers connect words together. For example, instead of saying, I want to, native speakers often say, I wanna. Instead of going to, they say, gonna. Podcasts help your ears become familiar with real English, and over time, your own speaking begins sounding smoother and more natural. Podcasts build vocabulary naturally. Many students memorize vocabulary lists and forget them quickly. Why? Because isolated words are difficult to remember. But podcasts teach vocabulary in real context. You hear words inside stories, conversations, and situations. That makes the vocabulary meaningful. For example, imagine hearing this sentence in multiple podcast episodes. Don't give up. Eventually, your brain remembers it naturally. You don't even need to translate it anymore. And that is the magic of listening. Podcasts increase speaking confidence. Here's something many learners don't realize. Good speaking starts with good listening. When you listen regularly, your brain collects English sentence patterns automatically. You begin noticing how people answer questions, how conversations flow, how emotions are expressed, and slowly, your confidence grows. One day, you suddenly realize, wait, I'm thinking in English. That moment feels incredible. A personal advice to English learners. If you are serious about improving your English, here's my honest advice. Don't focus only on grammar rules. Yes, grammar is important, but communication matters more. Children learn language by listening first. So surround yourself with English daily. Listen to podcasts. Watch videos. Repeat sentences aloud. Speak without fear. And most importantly, stop being ashamed of mistakes. Mistakes are proof that you are trying. Every mistake teaches you something, and every small practice session brings you one step closer to fluency. Simple tips to learn English through podcasts. Let me give you a few practical tips before we finish today's episode. Tip 1. Listen every day. Even 15 minutes daily can create huge improvement over time. Consistency beats intensity. Tip 2. Choose easy content. Don't start with difficult podcasts. Choose podcasts made for learners. Simple English is powerful. Tip 3. Repeat after the speaker. This technique is called shadowing. Listen and repeat immediately. For example, English can change your future. You repeat, English can change your future. This improves fluency, pronunciation, and confidence. Tip 4. Keep a vocabulary notebook. Write useful words and expressions. Then use them in daily conversations. Tip 5. Be patient. Language learning is a journey, not a race. Small progress every day becomes big progress 1 year later. Final message. Before ending today's episode, I want to speak directly to you. Yes, you, the person listening right now. Maybe your English is weak today. Maybe you feel shy speaking. Maybe you think others are better than you. But please remember this. Your current level is not your final level. If you continue practicing, continue listening, continue believing in yourself, you will improve. One day, the English that feels difficult today will become natural. One day, you will speak confidently. And one day, you will look back and feel proud that you never gave up. And honestly, I hope this podcast can become part of your journey. Thank you for spending your time with me today in this very first episode. This is only the beginning. We are going to learn, improve, and grow together. So until next time, keep listening, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself. Goodbye, everyone, and take care. If you enjoy this podcast, please like this video and subscribe my channel for more help in your English learning journey.